So this week's activity, we will be doing the sheep for our lost sheep with the shepherd lesson, and this is what it's going to look like here. And then we are going to need some either gray or white paint, some black paint, and some kind of peach. Pretty much any variety of any of this will work, whether you want to do like a light gray face. Sheep can all be just different colors, so it won't be an issue in either way. I just picked a rock out of my own garden, and then also I'm going to go ahead and use a white colored pencil. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to kind of make its body here. We're just going to do it like a cloud, just kind of fluffy here. And then we're going to do its face. So he's going to have his hair coming over, and then it's going to almost look like a box here, and then taper down like a V. And then let's give him some nice fluffy hair on top. His ear will be here, his other ear here. Don't worry too much about the perfection of this part. He will have 4 legs. Perfect. So it doesn't take too long to do that. And then he's going to have a little V nose. And there we go. 2 eyeballs. Perfect. Now then we are going to do the white or gray, whichever you have first. Just put a little bit on your paintbrush there. I would use a smaller paintbrush just to give you a little bit more detail. And then we are just going to make him nice and fluffy. And then we'll do his fluffy hair on top. I would recommend that you don't paint his face. Then you don't have to worry about paint drying on top of paint. And you can do the project a little bit quicker. Then we're going to do his little legs here. Another little leg. And your sheep can be as fat as you would like him. I'm going to go ahead and just make him a little bit fluffier. Perfect. Now we are going to just rinse off our paintbrush and then dry it. I'm going to rinse a little bit more. Dry it, and we're going to use the peach now. This is when it's really important to have a kind of smaller brush like this so that you can get a little bit more detail. So this will be his face. And then we're going to give him a little floppy ear here. With another floppy ear here. I'm going to kind of clean up his face a little bit now. Make it a nice clean line. Gonna make his face a little bit bigger too, because he's kind of got an afro right now. Those of you who don't know what an afro is, it's like really big hair. All right. So also your rock doesn't necessarily have to be flat. This one is not flat. It may have been easier to do had it been flat, but this rock is not, so. Then we're going to give him an eyeball. And I'll load my paintbrush a little bit more here. So he's got one eyeball and another eyeball. I'm sure he's glad he has 2. And The V is for his nose. And then down to his mouth. He looks lost, doesn't he? He doesn't look very happy. But I am thankful to Jesus that even when we're lost, he leaves the 99 to find us because we belong to him. All right, and then I like to give mine a little bit of black feet here. Maybe he's been in the mud or something. I don't know. And depending upon how steady your hand is or how old your kids are, you can either write later on with like a permanent marker their name, or you can write our verse. On the one I did here, I wrote the verse, but on this one, I'm going to just write me. All right. Then you can get as detailed as you would like. I'm going to put a little bit more hair on his face. All right, there you are, and that's our craft for this week.